Gospel Keys Easy presents the Gospel Musician Growth Accelerator course. Some of the most frequent questions I get from time to time are centered around these questions. I'm a beginner or intermediate musician. How can I improve my skills? How do I practice on the piano? I'm often not sure what to do. What should I be practicing on the piano? I've been practicing, but I'm not really improving. What am I doing wrong? I've been playing for many years, but I'm not really improving. What can I do? I really want to improve. Which course is good for me? If you have questions like this, then you know what, just get this course, because this is all this course is about. There is no need to watch the rest of the promo video, just get the course. Now, this is a course primarily for beginner to intermediate musicians. Advanced musicians can also greatly benefit from this course. Now, let's talk about the season's secret. The major highlight of this course is the season's secret. If you want to know about the season's secret, then you need this course. This is a made-up phrase, by the way, so don't go to Google yet. But do you know what's going to happen when you learn about the season's secret? It's going to empower you so much that you will no longer need to ask all those questions anymore. Questions like, how do I improve? What should I practice? etc. The answers are in this course, and it's all up to you to decide which ones you want to start with. You will be able to tap into your potentials and start doing everything you need to do to grow as a musician. As a bonus, this course also includes a detailed video in which I talk about my journey as a musician. I talked about all the things I did, my practice routines, and just everything I did to get to this level as a musician. This course shows you the things I spent months and even years practicing, so that you too can confidently do the same and start to see great improvements with your playing. There is so much information out there, and it's just so easy to get distracted and frustrated. So you need to know exactly what you should be practicing all the time. You need to know exactly what you should be putting a lot of time and efforts into. Alright, so let me ask you a question. Which is better, going on YouTube and learning everything out there in the wild, or get all the nice courses and binge watch them without seeing much improvement? Or you start practicing exactly what you need to practice to take your playing to the next level? I'm sure you'll agree with me that the latter option is the better option. As a gospel musician, there are certain things you should be doing in your practice times, and some people have never done these things before. This course is packed with just the things you need to practice on the piano in order to improve. For example, there is a particular scale I studied and learned for years, and I'm glad I did, because whenever I get to use this scale, it makes me sound really great on the piano. This is the kind of stuff you get from this course. You'll also learn this scale when you get the course, and you'll also learn how to use the scale. There are things you should be practicing for months and even years, but how would you know? If you were practicing something for a whole year, would you know if you were wasting your time or if you should carry on practicing that thing? This course is about showing you only the things you need to be practicing for hours, weeks, months, and even years, and with confidence that you are doing the right thing. This course also comes with practice templates for all skill levels. So after learning about the secret of seasons and after taking the course, the next thing to do is to start to practice and start to put all the knowledge to use. This course comes with all the tutorials you need to make use of the practice templates. Now let's talk about the second major highlight of this course. Another major highlight of this course is about something that you really need to do every time you're on the piano practicing. There is one very important thing that you need to do every time you practice. You need to do this every week. You will learn about this thing, and you will also learn how to make the learning process easy and straightforward. Now let's quickly talk about the content of this course. This course is made up of 20 chapters with over 7 bonus videos. So in this course, you will learn about the mindset you need to have as a musician. The course talks about all the theory you need to know as a musician. It teaches ear training. This course shows you all the finger exercises that you need to do regularly to greatly improve your playing speed, accuracy, and finger strength. You will learn about the music modes and the 3 important music modes for gospel musicians. You will also learn how to use them, and you will also learn how to solo with them. You also learn how to teach yourself soloing on the piano. This course shows you a very simple but most effective way to train your left hand so you can start doing things with your left hand. And this will be things you couldn't do with your left hand before. You will learn about the fundamental gospel concepts every gospel musician should know. Even beginners can learn concepts like tritones, ditones, circle of fifths, and how to start using them the right way. You will learn about the important skills every gospel musician should know. Even beginners can spend time learning these skills. This course teaches you the number system, chord naming, very important gospel progressions. Beginners to intermediates will learn how to start using advanced gospel chords. Did you know that as a beginner musician, it is safe to learn advanced chords? But which chords should you be learning as a beginner? You will find out when you get this course. You will also know about the gospel piano moves you should spend time learning. You will learn a very simple trick to start doing advanced gospel reharmonizations that even beginners can do. There is no filler content in this course. All of the classes are just what you need and what's safe for you to put efforts into learning. So when you get this course and you start to learn the concepts in this course, you should have confidence that even if you're spending a lot of time in learning these things, it is safe to put in a lot of time and efforts into learning the contents of the course. Okay, so after taking this course, you will know the things you can practice for many months without feeling remorseful or feeling like you're wasting your time. You no longer have to be a victim of information overload. You will no longer be unsure of what to practice on the piano. You will understand the secret of seasons and how to start using it to improve your skills. You will learn things you can start to practice with immediate and long-term results. You will be able to set realistic goals for yourself and accelerate your learning process. Most importantly, you will be in full control of your growth with laser clear focus. The practice templates that come with the course are also highly invaluable. So once again, this course is for all skill levels, but if you are the beginner to intermediate level, you really need this course the most. In the next few minutes, you will be seeing short clips from different videos in this course. So I hope to see you on the inside.
I am on the battlefield for my Lord.
The season's secret. This is one of the top 3 most important topics of this course, as this is what shows distinction between a musician on the right path and a musician that needs to know what they are doing. As a musician, it is very helpful to have As a gospel musician, it is important to be able to play chords with your left hand. The process of training your left hand to play chords is very simple and straightforward. Beginners can start with very simple songs, so like the Hillsong kind of songs. You want to start with your simple major. Reharmonization is when you simply change the structure of the chord progression of a song and you redo the chord progression in a different way to the original way the chord progression of the song was done. And sometimes this involves switching to other keys within the chord progression of the song, and it also involves switching between modes. And the song switches from the Ionian mode to the Aeolian mode. And here is the song. Okay, and then the song gets to a point where you do I just want to be with you. 6. Okay, so I could have done chord 4 and I could have done chord 5 like that. However, I decided to do a chord 5 that has that note, and that will be 2, 5. That will be this particular chord 5. So you want to learn some nice chords in the key of C, and you want to be able to play the same chords in the key of E flat. You want to learn how to switch seamlessly. So now let's take a song and let's do a reharmonization of the song. Let's do the song You Are the Love of My Life. You are the love of my life. So when it comes to doing these reharmonizations, you want to chord naming. As a gospel musician and play-by-ear musician, it's important to have some basic knowledge of chord naming and of all these chords we've looked at. So let's look at this tritone chord, for example. So when we were talking about tritones, I talked about tritone for 1 in the key of C being E and B flat, and then I said you could play that with this chord, A flat major, or the A minor right hand, now looking at this chord, this is a C13 chord. And this is why it's a C13 chord. So let's rearrange the notes. So let's go from the major. So we have a C7. So this will be a C7 and this will be a C major 7th. Alright, so in this video, we'll be looking at 3 ways by which you can drill yourself and do tonic solfege exercises on your own. So we will be looking at using notes, and we'll be looking at drilling yourself by blindly playing notes and then seeing if you can identify these notes by the tonic solfege. So I'm in the key of C. I know that that is Do. So without looking at the keyboard, I'm going to play a random note, and 99% of the time, I'm going to get the note right. So that will be Mi, and I'm not looking at my keyboard. La. So that's correct. Re, Do, Re. Alright, so I'm creating this bonus video to help you further when it comes to identifying chords. So this is how you want to use this video. You want to be able to memorize the chords that I will be playing in this video. You want to be able to memorize them, and then you want to be able to identify the chords when you're not looking at the screen. So what you want to do first is you want to look at these chords, look at the notes, try to memorize the sound, try to see if you can sing the tonic solfa, whatever you can do while you're looking at the notes on the screen and while you're having the right mindset. A lot of musicians do not have the right attitude or mindset to their musical talent, and this could make a musician stuck at a particular skill level due to lack of focus. So when it comes to mindset for a musician, these are the things that should be on your mind. You are not...
I am on the battlefield for my love.
Modes. Alright, so modes are like scales, just like we learned in the previous videos. And then flatten the 7. So here is the Dorian mode. So that's the Dorian mode. And from this mode, we can make up chords. So if you're a beginner, what you want to do is you want to start to learn these modes first. Maybe you just want to focus on the 3 most important ones according to my own judgment. These are the 3 modes that I believe that you can apply to normal gospel chords or gospel progression or the gospel vibe. So I've talked about the Lydian, which you can start to use right away with your gospel music. And now we are on the Mixolydian. So we have a 5-1-4 chord progression. So once again, here is the Mixolydian mode. Alright, in this video, we will be looking at how to do a very popular gospel run that everybody does, and also how you can run any chord, okay? So for example, I'm playing. That's fine, but when you have a chord like this, so the main notes of the chord are E flat, A, D, F, and then we have the bass note. Then you can do without the bass note. And for this one, because the distance between your left hand and your right hand is wider than when you have a chord so like this, then the feel of the run is different. So all of these runs, they are going to have different kind of feels. How to do grace notes on the piano. Now this is what grace notes are. So grace notes is when you do this on the piano. So you can see what I'm doing on my right hand. I'm not just playing the chords straightforward. essential gospel piano concepts. In this chapter, we will be talking about some important gospel concepts that you should start to pay attention to, and you should be spending time learning these things. We will be talking about tritones, ditones, and gospel chord voicings and some other topics in this chapter. So first of all, let's talk about tritones. Now, as a gospel musician, it is very essential for you to know your tritones and how to use them. And don't let the word tritones or ditones throw you off into thinking about these concepts as such big concepts or very difficult or something like that. Just say the tritone or ditone.
For my Lord, I am on the battlefield.
Finger exercises. Doing finger exercises is one of those things that improves your overall skill unconsciously, pretty much like learning songs. And you will have more confidence on the piano, and you will just be able to hold your chords better and make your chords sound better. Okay, now let's look into a few hand-on exercises which are really good for strengthening your fingers. So let's look into this one. And what this exercise is all about is you hold down a note with one of your fingers, and then you play the other notes like that. You use your other fingers to play other notes. So you can do this by starting with the first finger, hold that down, play the rest,